Hello students. So in the previous class, when we were discussing the chapter that is food, where does it come from, we discussed about the plant part that is the edible one, okay, or the part of the plant which we use to eat it. Now in that student we discussed the part of the plant which is a stem, which is a root, which is the leaf, which is the seeds as well as that of the fruits and flower. Later on we discuss a very important thing student, and that is the process of sprout formation or sprouting. Sprouting of seeds. Okay, so sprouting of seeds, it means we convert the seeds into that of the sprout by the method, by the process, and that is known as sprouting. Okay. So in this sprouting student, what we had done, we had taken a seed students, and then we will keep it overnight in the water, and after that we will take it out from the water and we will keep it in a wet cloth and cover it with that of the muslin cloth or that of the wet cloth itself. We try to sprinkle water at time to time so that the moisture will retain there, moisture will remain in that of the muslin cloth, which consisting of the that of the Bengal gram or that of the moong dal, or we can say green gram is there. Then student, what we will do, we will keep it aside. And the next day when you see, you will find that there is a white structure which is coming out from that of the seeds. Okay, so this white structure, it proves that seeds germinate. Okay, so the germination of the seed is confirmed with the white structure which is coming out from it. And that process, that seed is known as the sprouts. That is known as the sprouted seed, and the process in which we have converted the dry seeds into the sprouts, that is known as sprouting. Now today what we will see student, we had discussed the plant product that we use as a food. Now animal is also a source of the food. When we were discussing the sources, we discussed that there are two sources of the food. That is the plant source, which is the major source because most of the thing we get from the plant itself. And the second one is the animal. Now what happened in case of an animal student? So animal, what are the things that we get from the animals? The first thing is the milk. So you see, a lot of animals are there from which we get the milk, and you know that milk consisting of a lot of nutrient, it is very important for us. So a lot of animals which gives the milk, so that will include cow, includes buffalo, goat is there, camel. So all these kind of animals, they are the milk giving animals. Then the second one is the student, meat. So you see, there are animals which provide meat to us, like that of a hen is there, chicken, eggs. We also get eggs from that of the animals. So hen is there which provides the eggs to us. And finally honey, which we get from that of the honey bee. Okay. Now if we talk about the milk students, so milk basically that we get from these animals, you see milk, it is converted into different types of products. So we use a lot of milk products, and means we can say that milk is used in a different forms, in a different types of products. And what are the different products in which milk get converted? That is ghee or butter or curd or cheese. So you see here student, these all are the different kind of products in which we convert the milk. Okay, so we obtain milk from all these animals, and it is very important, it's very nutritious, and it can be converted into different type of a product, and we use it for different types of purpose, different for different purpose. Okay, so ghee is there, butter is there, curd is there, cheese is there. All these are what? These are the form of the milk itself. Okay, so we convert milk into this different forms. Now, if we talk about that of the meat, so other than this milk-giving animals, there are a lot of animals which used to provide two things to us students, and that is egg and meat. Okay, so egg and meat. So meat and egg, as you see here, student, we will eat. There are a lot of animals, even the human beings, they used to eat the meat. Includes the mutton, chicken, fish. Okay, so other than that of the milk-giving animals, other animals, they provide meat to us, and we eat meat in the form of a mutton, chicken and fish. So you can say that with the help of this we can prepare the different kind of dishes. The same thing with that of egg, students. Now, how we used to consume the egg? Either we will use to make vegetables and all, use it in a curry or for other purpose, or we can eat it by boiling the eggs. Okay, so after boiling the egg, it is ready to consume. Okay, so we can say we used to eat most probably we will boil it and then we consume the egg. While the other animals, you can say it will give the meat, include the mutton, chicken and fish. So milk, mutton and egg. Now you see here, student, if we talk about the fish, fish also provide a kind of a oil to us, and that is known as a cod liver oil. So we obtain this oil from that of the fish itself, that is known as a cod liver oil. So these are what? These are the animal product that we get from a different kind of animal. Now out of this milk, student, out of this meat and that of the egg, there is another thing, and that is honey. Honey, in Hindi we call it shahad or madhu. So you see, honey, basically this we obtain from that of the honeybees. Now, how the formation of the honey occurs, students? So honeybees, they used to collect the nectar. Nectar, it means the juice of that of the flower. So they collect the juice of the flower, they collect the nectar from the flower, and they take the nectar to that of the honeycomb, okay, where they live, and all the honeybees, they convert this nectar into that of the honey. Now honey is a very sweet kind of a fluid is there, but it is very important, or we can say that it is having a medicinal use also. Okay, so it is used in many medicinal products also, students. So it is having the medicinal values. So first of all, we will see that how the preparation or how the honey is formed. So you can write that honeybees collects nectar. What is nectar? This is the juice of flower. Right? Then this nectar converted to the honey. Okay, so nectar has been collected by that of the honeybees. They used to take this nectar to that of the honeycomb, and there this will get converted into the honey. Okay. Now you see here, students, there are a lot of medicinal value. Honey is used as a food. Sweetening agent, you can say. Sweetening agent means it itself is having a sweet taste, so it will gives the, if you add something in the water or anywhere, it will make that object sweeten. So we can say that it is a kind of a sweetening agent. Then honey is having a lot of medicinal value. So it is used for the medicinal purpose. Okay, so this is what? This is honeybee. So from this, students, what we had discussed, we discussed that the honey, it is a very important, it's also used for the various in preparation of that of the medicines. So these are what? These are the animal products which you eat as a food. Now by all these things, students, you have understood two things. The first, that there are two sources of food. That is plants and animals. And if we see the second one, students, so although animals is also a source of the food, but if you see that if compare both of them, you find that although we get a lot of things from the animals also, but it is the animal also which depend on the plant for their food. Okay, so we can write it. Even the animals which are the source of food, they themselves depends on the plant for their food. How, students? You see, if we talk about cow, and somebody asks to you that what kind of a food you get from the cow, you will say that milk. Now here cow is also a source of food, but you see cow also survive by eating that of the grass or that of the other plants. So cow also dependent on the plant for their food. So even we can say that the animals are the source of the food, but animal itself dependent for their food on the plants. So we can say that plant is the major source of the food. So there are two sources of food. One is plant, one is animal. Animal itself is a source of the animal itself dependent on the plants for the source of their food. Okay, so now we will move on to the next one, and that is what do animals eat? So what do animals eat, student? Right now we discuss a lot of a thing, that is the plants and the thing that we get from the plant, the thing that we get from that of the animals. But you see that what kind of a food does animals eat? What kind of food does all the living organisms eat? So if you see that if we talk about the human being especially, so human being, they eat a variety of food. Human being, they eat the animals also, they eat that of the plants also. It means that they take they take the vegetables also, they take the meat and mutton also. So they are vegetarian also, they are non-vegetarian also. Okay, so they consume both animal as well as that of the plant. So a lot of variety of food is available for that of the human being. But in case of the other animal, it is not like so. So some animals are there which are dependent on the plants, on the grass, on the crops for their food. And some animals there which dependent on the other animals. So if we talk that what do animals eat, so we should understand that human being have variety of food, including plants and animals. But animals they either eat plant or they eat other animals. On this basis, students, they are also divided into their different food habits. We will discuss about it. That is what is the different types of animals which has been divided on the basis of their food habit. But before that, we try to understand. Okay, we discussed that the human being, they eat food, they take food from that of the animals, they take food from that of the plants also. Animals are there, they take food from that of the other animals, or they take the food either from the plants. Some animals are there which totally dependent on the plants, they do not eat the other animal. And animals are there which do not eat the plants but depend on the other animals. Okay, now what about the plants, students? So how the plants they get the food? So plants they perform the photosynthesis. Okay, so we will write here. Plants makes their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So we can write it by the process of photosynthesis. So you see, student, since the plants they make their food by the process of photosynthesis, it means they are not dependent on the animals for their food, right? It means they make their own food. They are producing their own food, right? Even though we are very capable than that of the plant and all, but yes, in the human being also we are dependent on the plants and the other animals for our food. But the plants, especially that of the green plant, they used to prepare their own food. They make their own food. So since they are producing their own food, that is why we also call them producers. Okay, so we can write it, since the plants producing their own food, thus they are also known as producers. So either you can use the term for it, that is they are the green plants, or collectively for the plants you can use a term and that is producers. So plants are what? They are producers because they are producing their food. Okay, they are responsible for the production of their food, and that is why we said that they are producers. Now, we all dependent on the plant. We take the food from the plant, either the animals or that of the human being. So, we consume the food from that of the plant. And since we consumption, it means eating. Okay, so since we are consuming, we are taking the food from that of the plant, we are known as consumers. Okay. Animals are taking food from the plants. Okay, taking the food from the plants, thus they are consuming food from plant known as consumers. Okay, so we can say thus they are known as consumers. Okay, so one is known as producer, student, another one is known as consumer. Now again consumers are divided into the primary one, into the secondary one, into that of the tertiary one. Let me tell you in a very short way so that you can understand, and after that we will move on. So you see here student, if grass is there. Grass is what? It is a plant, right? Since it is a plant, we will use the term for the grass that is known as a produces, because it produces its own food by the process of photosynthesis. So that is why we will say that grass comes in that of a produces. Okay, so we will write here produces. Right? Grass are producers. Now, who eat grass? Grasshopper. Now, grasshopper is what, student? It is consumer. Okay. So, we will say that this one is what? This is consumer. Now, grasshopper will be eaten by frog. Okay. So, we will write here frog. So, frog is what? It is also a consumer. So, we will write here consumer. Okay. Now, you see, frog will be eaten by that of the snake. So, snake is what? It is also a consumer because it is consuming the food. It is taking the food from other animal, from that of the plant. So, this one is also consumer. So, you see here student, this one is producer, but all of them are the producers. All of them are the consumers. So, one is the producer while other is the consumer. Although the consumers are also divided into primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary is the first consumer, secondary is the second one and tertiary is the third consumer. You don't have to study this much. You just simply understand that what is producer and what is consumer. There are a lot of examples, student, by which we can understand that this is the producer one and this is the consumer one. Small plant is there, students, so plants. Plants is what? Producing its own food. That's why it is known as a producers. What about the other one? Like plant will be eaten by deer. So deer is what, student? It is a consumer. So since it will eat the other one, that is known as consumer. Now this deer will be eaten by lion. So lion will also be a consumer. So you see here, student, one is the producer which is producing the food and the other one is taking the food. It is consuming the food from the other organism and that is why they all are the consumers. So this is the difference between that of the producer and consumer. One is making their own food, that is why they are known as producers. So all the plants, they are known as producers. Okay, while the animals, they are known as consumer. Okay, students. If we move forward, student, and see, then you see we discuss about the producers, we discuss about the consumers. Now, every animals, they are also having their different food habit. You see, some of the animals are there which eat only the plants, they eat only the grass. But some of the animals are there which eat the other animals only. So on the basis of the food habit, it has been classified into three. That is, we can write it, on the basis on the basis of the food habit. It has been classified into, food habit has been classified into 3 students, and that is herbivore, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores, carnivores, and that of the omnivores. If we talk about the herbivores, students, so herbivores are what? These are the animals. The name is self-telling, herbs. Okay, you can see here it is written herb. So herb, it means grass. It means the small plants. That is the herbs. So the animals which eat only plant or plant product, such kind of animals are known as a herbivores. So we can say eat only plant or plants product. A lot of animals are there, student, which are herbivores, which are dependent on the plants, which eat only the small crops, herbs. Such kind are deer, horse, goat, cow, camel, buffalo. Lot more are there, students. Okay, so lot of animals are there, students, which are dependent on the plant itself. They eat only plant and that of the plant product. And such kind of animals, we call them as a herbivorous animal. So this is the herbivore, and such kind of animals are known as herbivorous animals. Okay, herbivorous animals. Right? Now, in case of a carnivore, students, these are the animals which do not eat the plants directly but indirectly, or we can say these are the animals which eat the other animals only. They do not eat the plant and that of the plant product. So we can say eats only other animals. Okay, so carnivores are those which eat the other animal, which feed on the other animal, that is known as the carnivores. A lot of animals are there which are carnivorous animals, students. So animals, those shows the food habit of carnivores is known as the carnivorous animals. And what are the different kind of a carnivorous animal, students? So you see lion is there, tiger is there, then wolf is there, etc. So a lot more examples are there, students, which depends on the other, which eat the other animal, students, and such type of animals we call them as a carnivorous animals. Now if we talk about the omnivorous, so one animal is there which eat only the plant. One type of animal is there which eat only that of the other animal. There are the other type of animal which eat both. Okay, which eat the plants also as well as that of the animals also. So they take the plant product, they eat the other animals, and such kind of animals we consider them as a omnivorous animals. So in case of omnivorous, let us write here, eat both plants as well as animals. Okay, so they eat both of them, plant as well as that of the animals. Example, crow is there, So human beings are what, student? These are the omnivores. We eat both of them. We eat the plants, we eat the animals also. That is why we are the omnivores. So the animals which shows the food habit that is omnivores, they are known as omnivorous animals. Okay, so this is the omnivorous animals, in which the animals, they used to eat both the plant and the animals. Now see here, the food habit is basically divided into herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. Herbivore, the term herbs itself says that the animal depended on the plant and its product. Example is that of the cows, the buffalo. A lot of examples are there, which is the animals which are around us. Carnivore students, so they eat only the animals, not the plant. So we can say lion is there, tiger is there, wolf is there. All these are bodies only eat the other animals. Such kind of animals, we use the term for it, that is carnivorous animals. If we talk about the omnivorous animals, so they eat both, students. Okay, plant as well as that of the animals. Human being is there, crow is there, dog is there, cat is there. So all these are what? They eat both of them. Okay, they eat the wheat also, chapati also, they eat the other animals also. So you can say such kind of animals which eat both are known as the omnivorous animal. So by the students, the food habit is categorized. Okay.